Welcome to the Poor Podcast. I am Mike Lake.
Steve Cash Moneybags, a.k.a. the Fitness Eddie, a.k.a. Young Leader Nitus. I ain't right this, I'm just like this. And we back with another week.
Another week, 16, man.
And I'm still alive.
16 in the bag.
That's right. This was a rough week.
Why you say that?
Well, not for me, for others. a lot of people died this week.
What'd you do?
I ain't do shit. Rest in peace, though.
People just dying. Did you see old boy Herman Cain died?
Oh, yeah. Shouts to him. Ain't got your mans in them?
That ain't my mans, but
that was your man.
Nah, that's the Black Republican dude.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was your man.
Nah, I'm a Black Republican now?
I just thought he was your man.
I wish I had Black Republican money.
Oh, well, I might be a Black Republican.
Get my khakis, my old man cut.
Yeah.
What's
the old man cut?
You know, like the old black dude cut with it's like a low 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's like a 2.
Fuck all them.
I ain't got 2 in the front, though. It's a 0.
Now, but go ahead finish with
your
your
so Herman Cain died. The biggest issue with Herman Cain died, he died from COVID, and he went to the Trump rally, the last one that they had, talk about people are fed up, they don't want to wear masks no more. And there's this video going around on Twitter of him wilding out with other Black Republicans, pretty much just celebrating that the Trump is Blacks for Trump, and all these people
celebrating not wearing masks.
Not wearing a mask. And he fucked around and caught COVID 2 weeks later, and
damn, the irony.
Died 2 weeks after that.
The irony.
And irony indeed.
Shit.
I don't want to make fun of the dude's death, but Twitter don't give a fuck, and they've been on the shits.
Think they put a mask on his casket? I mean, rest in peace to him. I'm just saying, like, big RIP. I'm just asking. You brought it up. This your man. This your man.
I don't know what they did to his casket. I don't know if the body had a mask on it or what. I just know Twitter's with the shit. Somebody, because his tweets are still available. Somebody tweeted back a picture of his coffin, said, "This you?" ?
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, "That's bad, man. It's getting bad." But rest in peace to him. He shouldn't have had to die like that.
SWM, be safe.
Following Trump, man. This is what the fuck it get you.
SWM. That's all I got for him.
Yeah. You brought up deaths. Anything else happened?
Should have wore a mask. What? You laughing?
I was trying to speed past it.
We passed it.
All right, you got it all. All right, man. There's a hurricane coming. I don't need that kind of karma on my shit.
We're on road. We're on skates and wheels. We passed it.
All right, let's go.
Swing low.
Who else? What else happened this week?
Sweet cherry.
What else happened this week?
For the carry. That ain't funny. Hey, salute to him. What else happened this week? Oh shit. Megan, how you feel about her feet?
I'm not big on
her feet.
I'm not big on feet. I say shoot all their feet.
So you think it's funny that she got shot in her feet?
I don't think it's funny she got shot in the feet, but I do think it's funny that Tory is short and he shoot people in the feet.
Allegedly.
I
don't know if I believe her story. They don't really make sense.
I saw he was getting deported.
He's went back to Canada. Go back.
Yeah.
Go back home. So what? He's going. He'll be fine.
In Trump's America, send him back.
I didn't even know he lived here.
I don't know what he is, but
I'm a Tory fan, and I don't think I got to text him. I don't think he lived here. Unless he moved here, he ain't let me know. I got
hit him up for me, please, because I want to know.
Yeah, I have to text him because last I heard,
I believe you can be deported back to Canada.
I mean,
I know it don't sound like a deportation, like the typical. I mean, go back to your country.
I don't
type
think
shit,
he's in the worst shape. He go back to his mansion in Canada. I think he'll be fine. But the reason it sounds a little fishy to me with Megan Feets and all that and things of that nature, I don't understand. Like
how the foot get in front of the gun?
No, not that. Like you want to let me finish.
I just want to guess.
No, you guessing wrong. Like apparently she says the bullets missed all the important things, like missed bones, didn't hit any important tendons and nothing like that. I'm thinking of a foot, right? I'm just thinking of strictly a foot.
Got the most bones in the body.
I'm confused on how you get hit in both feet and
both feet?
Yeah, and how you skip all the bones, any tendon on both feet. Like that's a data you should. She should play the lottery if she got that lucky. It don't make sense.
That sounds a little.
It don't make sense. I don't know what she would be covering up.
It would have to have hit a toe. Nail. It would have to have hit a toenail.
It would have. I don't know what she would be covering up exactly, and I guess the more to come to the story. But to me, it's just not making sense when I think into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. I think it's whack that she even got shot in the first place, especially being a woman. And if a man did it, that's already
on some anger shit. Yeah,
it's already. But there's always 3 sides to a story.
100. And
I don't know, but just this story with the whole missed bones, missed tendons, and all that. I mean, damn, 51 so lucky. I'm just saying.
And he still was lucky.
Yeah.
Shit missed all his vitals.
So I don't know, man.
That ain't what we came here to talk about today.
Oh, what we came to talk about?
I forget. What was the first?
Music. Your man dropped.
A lot of your
dropped. People dropped.
Yeah.
And one didn't. You mad Kanye didn't? We can knock him out the way real quick.
I'm a little bit upset that it didn't drop, but I can understand given the circumstances. If we're gonna give any leeway for mental health, But if we want these jokes and we just gonna get these jokes off,
but he always late anyway.
He always late.
He been proved to be a liar.
Always fucking late. He always say he gonna drop on a day. I thought it was gonna drop on Sunday on some Christian shit. It didn't drop. I've been waiting on it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been checking because I'm listening, even though I don't fuck with the off the court nonsense.
Maybe only one Republican can drop at a time.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean, your man just. But anyways, but the kind. So anyway, moving on. Oh my god! All right, Ye didn't
that was
drop.
A bar, bro.
No, I've been writing a little bit. Ye been right. Ye didn't release, but who did?
Logic dropped, Lupe dropped, and Currency dropped. That's
Lupe dropped, and I thought it was trash day. It reminded me to take out my garbage.
Nah,
absolutely,
you missed it.
Oh,
I'm not doing this again.
The funny thing is, funny thing is when I wrote that, damn, I didn't write that. I only thought I wrote that. Well, I was going to write, so I'm still going to take credit because I'm going to write it when I leave here. Here comes all like you're the people I'm speaking of. Here comes you missed it. It was over your head. No, I heard the breakdown. He broke down the whole dinosaur.
I wasn't gonna say you missed it as in what he was talking about.
Okay,
I was just saying I don't think you fuck with Lupe.
I love Lupe. Lasers was one of his best albums, though, but this wasn't it.
Lasers was one of his worst albums. But
okay, well that's neither here nor we're talking about this one.
Yeah, we are talking about this one. This wasn't everything. This wasn't groundbreaking. This wasn't even as good as the first 6 on Drogas Wave. But it was cool. It was a cool little EP mixtape.
This is really cool to you. Yeah, like, for real. You fuck with this. Like, you accepting this as a product from one of your favorite rappers. This is it for you.
I just said what the product level I'm accepting it on. If EPs are the new mixtape, it's just something quick to release, something he was wanting to release. I jammed it. I ran it once or twice, and then I was out.
Okay, you going to continue to listen to this?
No, there's not a lot there to keep digging into.
Okay, so with that being said, you don't think that's easy to call it, like, not it or trash? It's not trash.
It's not trash at all, but...
Then why it made me bag up and take my shit to the garbage? Why did it remind me?
Because you missed it.
Oh, because again, you're the one saying it went over my head.
No, I'm not saying it. No, just because you missed it don't mean it went over your head.
These were 5 records.
I'll tell you, okay. I think I missed it on the Currency.
These were 5 records. We're going to get to him
after this. But I'm just giving you an example of how someone can miss something but it not be trash.
Okay, these were 5 records that all sounded pretty much the same. Like, you didn't give me anything that I can listen to anywhere else any given time. Let's say this is a clean house record. I'm cleaning up my house to this album. I can't do anything else but clean up my house.
Lupe's never going to give you that.
What you mean he's never going to give you what?
When's the last time he dropped a clean my house record?
I gave an example.
I know, but
go to the club record.
He never give you that either.
He gave plenty.
Lupe's sole life goals.
Okay, I see what's happening. You're gonna defend this Lupe album to the fullest. You're going down the hill because the shit was trash, bro. It wasn't not trash. Good.
This is what I'm saying. Right. Lupe's sole goal in life is to give you information.
He told you this?
I've listened to his music.
All right, go ahead.
It's to give you information. He's providing you information. He was saying something there. If you wasn't listening, then that's on you. If you got it and you didn't like it, that's cool too. But
Lupe fans and people of Lupe type, they always say that when someone don't like it, like, oh, you don't get it. It's not for you, or it went over your head, or he's too deep for you.
The shit just isn't good. That's not what I'm saying. Even if the music wasn't good, the information was
all right. Where would you rate this album amongst everything else he's done?
On the lower end.
My guy.
That doesn't mean it's trash though.
Okay, so this is the best.
What's the definition of trash for you? Because trash to me,
I would never listen to this again.
Trash is useless.
I just told you I would never listen to it again.
Trash is useless.
Because I would never listen to it again. For me, this is a useless.
Well, your bar for trash is crazy because some of the shit you told me you listen to, I'd be like, my nigga, that's trash.
You just said you're never gonna listen to it again yourself.
Yeah, listen to what I just said. Follow me real quick. Follow me on a short path. It's a very short path, bro.
Okay.
Information's being provided. I received the information.
Yes. Information
is useful. Thank you, Lupe. While the music ain't something I'm gonna put on back to back to back to back, I receive the information doesn't mean it's useless.
Okay, now and I'm gonna.
So by saying it's trash, you're negating its value in information.
I disagree in that form. I'm not saying the information isn't useful. I'm just saying.
So what'd you learn?
In the music realm,
what'd you learn?
I learned that Lupe can't put together a good album in 5 records.
I'm not gonna debate that. That's an opinion. But what'd you learn from the music? What did you learn from the lyrics?
I learned nothing. Lupe always is Lupe is a lyricist. He performed. He gave bar. He delivered lyrics on this album. But when I got done with it, I understood. Even if I didn't understand, he gave his breakdown on dinosaurs, and that really wasn't. It made a lot of sense. But I'm like, okay, cool.
That ain't all he talked about. He talked about there was a track on there about modeling. There was a track on there about shoes.
Just an example. I'm just giving an example of what I got from Lupe, or 6 instead of 5.
So what'd you take on the shoes track?
I would have to re-listen again because I only gave it 2, and I was like, okay, Lou, moving on.
So you didn't finish the song?
Good. I finished everything. I said I started reading it twice.
Oh, I thought you said you only gave it 2 minutes.
No, I gave it 2 listens, and I will never listen to it again. I will never go back to it to this Lupe album.
And honestly, there's not a whole lot else for me to dig into there. But I took what was given, and I'll keep it moving.
All right. So
you know what I do run back? Druggist Wave, and you deem that trash too.
I will have to re-listen to that because I don't know.
Amazing album.
Okay. Well,
we talked the whole hour about how it was trash.
Druggist Wave, that was 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. I want to focus on what we just dropped today because we're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Well, just your history else. With Lupe. You haven't liked the last 6 albums.
I just threw out is Lasers within the last 6. That's not true.
No. Lasers was might be
and
the
again one. and again. I would have to look at my phone because that's where all my albums in the world is, and so I can get exactly what album dropped in which frame, and I can do it from there. But I
remember because this is my guy, and I remember what my best friend said about my guy's music.
Okay, well, Lupe.
I remember every time I listen to Wave, I'll be sitting there with the meme like I'm finna fuck Steve up. This shit's amazing.
So for this, because Lou is your guy.
No, Lou, your rating is trash. Mine was this ain't his best music, but I took the information and I'm moving on.
Okay, and I want to get rating. We haven't made ratings.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't rate. How you rate an EP?
I don't know.
It's too short.
It just reminded me to go to my dumpster and that's what it reminded me to do. Like, oh shit, it's trash day. I forgot.
This nigga Steve want to fight so bad.
No, I won't fight.
I do. I was just trying to make it you.
Who you say? You say Currency, or you want to go there? Which one? Let's not go Currency first because we did because you seem to have a little distaste for Currency.
Well, yeah, my allusion to the previous record was that the Currency ain't for me.
Okay,
listen to it twice. Super chill vibe music, jet planes and Taylor Gang and all that shit. But this wasn't for me. I don't smoke. I don't need chill vibes like that. I hear what you're saying, bro, but this ain't for me. So if we're basing it on the Steve rating scale, it either is amazing or it's trash. This was trash.
Not only there. I understand you feeling that way about the Currency. I don't feel that way about the Currency. It wasn't the best thing ever. I'm also not the biggest Currency fan. I'm just aware of him and I respect him for what he has done and is doing for the game. The records I did love, damn, I can't think of the name, but the joint with Jim Jones on it. But I
that
like
one was
that
cool.
Shit.
The Ross joint was cool too.
The who?
Rick Ross.
Oh, that shit was fire too.
Yeah. That was tracks I liked on it, but
that was quite a like again. I actually like the Currency,
but could feel Guru just staring a hole into the side of my head.
And what I was doing while I was listening to Currency, and it got me through. It's short. It was only 25 minutes. On top of that, I was cooking. So I was able to run it back like 2.5 times. But I was cooking and just like I guess hey, I didn't use the term clean house. I guess
so. This wasn't trash.
This was a lot better than the Lou. It gave different vibes. It gave some shit I could bob my head to. Some things you can even. He gave something if you want it, you can go to the club to. He gave some shit you can ride with a female to and listen to it with a female in the car. Not to go back to Lupe. Yeah. Lupe, I can't listen to this with a female. I can't.
Never.
You can't go to.
Let
me finish real quick.
There's like 2 Lupe songs you can do that to.
I can't ride. I can't listen to it with a female. I can't go to the club bumping this. I'm talking only this album. Yeah. I can't. So therefore, when I say trash, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I can't get no one in the mood.
Well, you can learn something.
I can get.
You can open your ears and learn some shit.
Yeah, just it's a great reminder when it's to bag up in trash time. No, but anyway, the Currency
in 2020, when people think information is trash,
information isn't trash.
That's what it is. But the Currency, to me, based on the Steve scale, was trash.
Okay, understood.
In the same bag.
That's
in the same dump truck.
That's fine. So Currency
on the Steve scale, on my scale, it was cool.
So Currency did it did I guess what it's supposed to do. I guess especially for a non-Currency fan, he gave me different vibes on this record.
So you can invoke non-fandom, but I can't.
Sure.
What? As a Lou student, as a disciple of Lupe, the school of Lupe Fiasco, I'm telling you this wasn't his best shit.
But the people you love can still have errors and flaws in their ways. You're saying he has none just because you love him. It's just not a good album.
I never said that.
I mean, just because he's your favorite, you can say it's not. Hey, you're still my favorite rapper.
But I never said that he didn't put out trash tracks. He has. For instance, we agree on the Food and Liquor 2. The shit you want your money back for.
Oh, I need my money back.
Neither one of us liked it. There's like 2 tracks on there that I like, but there's a lot of information.
Because I bought too much, I put all my bread in that shit. Anyways,
let's get to the next shit.
All right, so Currency was cool. I fuck with it. I don't quite remember how many records it is. I just know he had a. It was a
ballpark of like 9 to 11ish.
It was short. It was a short album.
That's the last thing I was listening to. So Outrunners was 9 songs, 24 minutes.
16. 50, listen, I'm trying to get to how many
what do you think?
How many records it is, but someone doesn't understand when you're holding up fingers and showing it. It's like
9 tracks.
It's a mirror complex. So if you're doing one of these, this looks like 51 to me. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure it out. Wait a minute. What?
We said 61. Just say
no.
6.
Shit.
9 on that?
It's 9.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
But anyways,
the Currency was cool. You know what? This was might have been the first full Currency I ran. I'm gonna ask my Currency guru what albums should I go check to be put on, but I haven't been aware of, dude. I've heard songs like Lucy's and shit. Mm-hmm. Like You hear him in playlists when you playing some playlist and it's like, oh shit, this shit jamming. Who this? Oh, that's Currency. But I never listened to like a full offering, and this was the first one that just wasn't.
So we're going to part 2 of the 3 of this combo of your guys. Logic is your man.
Logic.
Before we get into this, Logic.
Yeah.
Before we do, is this or not your man? Are you going to denounce him like they did Jesus?
No, I'm not.
You're going to ride with him.
I ride with Logic.
You love him.
I fuck with Logic the long way. Yeah, as an artist.
Okay. And you will follow this white man to the end of earth.
He's black.
That's
Why you gotta say white?
Well, you follow this. Just a question.
In America, he's black.
You're gonna follow
He's
this.
black. You trying to skip? Yeah, he's just as black as Claude.
Listen.
You're offending our friend.
Are you gonna follow him to the end
without denouncement? You trying to change your words?
Are you gonna follow this white skin without denouncement by the time we get to the end of this?
He's black.
I said white skin.
He's black.
He has black skin.
He's black. His dad is as black as me.
That's fine, but I'm talking about his skin tone. Are you gonna follow this?
White
skin.
With this dude and his artistry, yeah. Okay. Let's go.
All right, so
I don't know what you're trying to rope me into.
So now we can get into.
Y'all see him trying to rope me into some bullshit.
Now we're going to get into the Logic. Your man, your guy.
This is my guy.
And I have been on record being not the biggest Logic fan.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why though, but yeah.
Okay, so you want to go ahead? How you feel about it? Are you happy with this?
This was cool. Yeah, this was cool. It's a nice one song. Nice way to dive out. Okay. If you listen to the first album, which was Under Pressure. Okay. This is a great follow up to that.
That's it.
What else you need?
I actually like this Logic album a lot.
Right.
I like that shit top to bottom.
You about to giggle your ass off. Just get to it.
There's no jokes around it. I liked it.
Y'all see his face.
I liked it.
Get to what you get into. Get to the shit. Where's the shit? Where's the
shit? I
shit?
legitimately liked the Logic, like top to bottom. Like shit was actually a real solid project. He actually drew me in, and I want to listen to the other things I skipped that made me feel that he wasn't a worthy artist.
Why had you felt like that previously?
Well, because I just honestly just don't believe him. He's believable. He just don't like the thing. He raps words well, but that doesn't mean I don't care that you could put together words well. You're not saying anything. Mm-hmm. You can jumble a bunch of words and it sounds great, sure. But when I break down your lyrics and I look at and read, and when it comes to my ears and when it comes to words that mean things, you said a whole lot for somebody that said nothing by the time you're finished with the punchline. So that's why I'm not a Logic fan. Yeah. You could jumble up all these big words into one thing. It sounds great.
Yeah, but it didn't move any needle. Yeah, it didn't move a needle.
You said nothing.
What was it about this that changed for you,
from Logic. He was making sense. He had some punchlines on there, some shit I just don't remember. I can't give a bar right now.
But I listened to it a lot and I couldn't either. You know what? I've told y'all this before. There's different types of Logic. Logic, he bring different flavors to different scenarios. So there's a album Logic. Mm-hmm. There's like a super creative, like uber nerd Logic. Mm-hmm. There's a mixtape Logic, where he on his boom bap shit, which might be the most closest to something you could actually fuck with. And then there's like what he called Young Sinatra, where he get into like his jazzy beat breaks and Dilla type 80s shit. You know what I mean? Like 80s, 90s, old school hip hoppy type shit. Logic brings all of that. That versatility is in that kid. Mm-hmm. This is the kid that does the Rubik's Cube while he's rapping.
I know, and that's impressive, and you look genius for doing that.
I know you never doubted the skill. I'm just saying this kid brings versatility. Like Claude likes the Young Sinatra version of him, Bobby Tarantino version of him. I like both the super nerdy one and the album one. His first album, Under Pressure, is one of my favorite albums. This was the follow-up to that. So this was like what Ross did with Port of Miami 2. He followed up very well. He had some part 2s on the track where he flipped perspective from what one song to the next song over 7 years. And this dude is nice enough to have like the co-sign by No ID, who we know is like official in the producer game. You know that, right?
Of course.
And Def Jam been fucking with him. Like Logic been putting platinum albums together. Like this dude's been giving you the numbers. He's been giving you underground shit. I don't know why people don't fuck with him other than the one thing that Joe said and then what you said, which is you can't control what you believe and what you don't believe because he looked like how he looked. When I heard that first album, I didn't know he looked like that. I'll give you that. I would have received it different, but once I was in, I was in.
No, that's not fair. Joe didn't say that, and Joe didn't say it's off how he looked.
No. Well, Joe,
and I didn't ever say because he looks like this, he can't. He's not.
You were joking around about the white.
Yeah,
man
that was just
skin.
me.
And Joe's early issues was about him saying the N-word, and he looks white. He presents as white. He does present as white. If you didn't know any better, you just looked at him and be like, that kid's white. But he get his shit off. I don't know. He hang with who he hang with. They let him pass that shit off. That's what he do. Ain't got nothing to do with me. As far as I know, he 50-50, dad black, mom white. As far as I know.
I don't got a problem with his content, the words he said, whether he said nigga or not. None of that is bothering me. The reason I was never a Logic fan because you are another rapper that says a lot of words and they sound great because they may be big words and other words niggas can't pronounce. But when you break down to what the meaning, when after the 16, what did you say? Nothing but a bunch of words, big words that rhymed well. That's it.
This is energy I can agree with, but I don't believe this is energy you keep across the board. Because one of your favorite albums is Culture. And I listen to that shit.
Where's this coming from? Culture is a great album, but it's not one of my favorite
that's where it's coming
albums.
From. It's a great album, my ass. Them niggas ain't talking about shit never.
Do they deem themselves lyricists?
They don't have to. They're rappers. Say words that mean some shit. This is what you're saying.
They do say words
that
mean.
Can we keep the same energy across the board?
No, because when you're speaking to street niggas, he's saying a whole lot. But when Logic is speaking to whom?
Logic's target audience ain't got nothing to do with me.
It is, because you just brought in Culture, so you brought up the Migos.
I brought up Culture because there's certain shit you like that I be sitting here thinking.
But listen, because they speak in a certain code and language to niggas that understand, and street niggas understand, so they're saying a lot to these niggas. So now let's go back to Logic. Who is he speaking to, and what does it mean to them?
What was up? He's speaking to me? Yeah, he can speak to Claude or the Me's or the whoever. There's a bunch of people.
Then if that's the answer, that's the answer.
You just saying that just because he's saying bigger words that niggas may not understand.
Mike, listen, you said why does Culture, and I want to stay on the Culture of the Migos. They didn't even drop anything, and we're getting off. The Migos say a lot to street niggas and niggas that can relate to drug dealing and doing certain things. They relate to that because they in that lifestyle. So back to Logic, when he's saying a bunch of words, and at the end of his 16, when you think about what he meant, what was actually said, and the message across was nothing. It sounded great because it was a bunch of big words bunched together with rhythmatic schemes, and the scheme was great. But what did you say? Nothing.
I'll give you this: if you don't understand the code that Domingo's saying, does it sound like it's anything?
Of course not. So I'm asking you, who are you speaking? I can tell you who they're speaking to. I can tell you what. Let me get this off. Just because you don't understand it, I can understand you're not speaking to me. But then I'm going to ask you, then who are you speaking to? Because I can tell you right now, it's like, hey, I don't
the millions of fans that fuck with him.
Who? What? Okay, that's fine. You keep saying millions of fans,
even if it's a bunch of white kids in the suburbs. I don't know. I don't know the answer to the who. Then the who, but we know the who exists. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the answer. When you ask me who, I don't have a name.
So if I don't understand it, help me understand.
But hear me out.
Okay.
I don't have a name for the who.
The white kids in suburbia, you said.
It can be them. It can be the Me's.
So maybe that's why I don't relate.
I grew up in the hood. I understand them. I understand the Migos and him. I can understand both.
The mic meter. Make sure you get the mic mad meter.
Because what you're saying doesn't make sense. You're saying that the Migos get this shit off because the drug dealers understand it.
I don't think you're trying to understand.
I'm totally trying to understand, but it doesn't. You're not keeping the same energy. You're saying just because you don't understand what Logic's talking about, then who's it for?
Right.
I'm saying I don't have a name for who it's for because it's not for any one particular group. If the Migos is geared to the drug dealers, cool. I never dealt drugs, but I understand everything they're saying, and it's still trash. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, just because still with that same, that's fine. Even with the understanding, you can
on a lyrical scale, even with that, because it should be jamming. But on a lyrical scale, it's trash. That's what I meant.
Okay, that's fine as well. I can agree. Also, they don't put together the best words.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
But they get the point across.
But keep the same energy. You know them lyrics is trash. Even you understand coded language. No, you know that's just trash.
All these Migos are actually spitters, bro. They're not going to give you the lyrical miracle shit, but they're not bad. They're not.
Okay. Can I give you another name? If I could think of one.
It's probably going to fall into the same situation.
I don't know. I can't think of another name, but you know who I'm talking about. There's a gang of niggas that just spitting trash lyrics.
We can say Young Thug too. You could throw him in the mix. But then when you read his lyrics, I was like,
no, Thug is actually nice.
Okay, so you don't.
I've read his lyrics and I'm surprised at how lyrical he actually is.
Gunner?
Yeah, Gunner's nice. I'm just on the Migos right now because that's one name that popped in my head because it was around the same time that you were saying the Lou was trash.
I'm just trying to give one another. I'm just trying to help you say who you disagree with.
Let's not stay here long because I get it. I'm just bantering. Okay. I get it.
Overall, this Logic shit, I actually fuck with it. I enjoyed it a lot. And
check out the first one, Under Pressure, the first album.
Okay, I don't know what I heard the first time or whatever that brought me to my Logic opinion, but I will go back to listen to.
If you like,
I'd rather listen to closer to this album.
Check out Under Pressure.
I will, but I'd rather listen to whatever's closest.
It's not going to
be
the same
because I want to backtrack. I'm going to see if I can find where his niche was.
But it's not going to be the same because I'm telling you, there's 4 divisions in what he can do.
Okay,
and the style changes. Claude may not like this album, but he liked Bobby Tarantino. He gives you different styles of what he does because he was offering Def Jam label shit versus mixtapey shit that he was releasing. And they had 2 different styles, and he went in it with 2 different styles. In any case, I'm glad you liked it.
All right, yeah. So we got Currency, wrap it up, Currency, cool.
I forget the name of it. Just that fucking quick. Logic was No Pressure, and Lupe was the House EP.
If you had to pick the best out of the 3 that dropped
Logic.
this week, Logic was the best for
Hands
you.
down.
I can agree.
Logic's been on heavy.
And then what was the second one?
Currency. Because it was more of an offering than Lou.
Okay.
But Lou's Shoes track reminded me of Lou's Shoes track was dope. I don't want to keep telling people they miss some shit. It's right fucking there in the track. The track is about marketing and how to market some shit and how to sell some shit, just like the track about the models. He's talking about, like, honestly, what we do here is we put out a podcast, we try to market it online. Mm-hmm. The way he dissected that shit and talked about it, it was dope. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. That's fine, but the information's there.
All right.
The music may have sucked, but the info's there.
All right. Salute them guys. Hopefully they do well. And yeah, y'all take out y'all trash.
All right. Support podcast. We'll be back on the other side.